Hello everyone, it's me, Thetrucksimaddict, bringing you another Truck Simulator commentary. Now to begin with in this video, we leveled up in the last video, so I asked you guys what you thought I should, what my skill point I should use it on, and most of you, quite a few of you, said that I should get an ADR license. Not many of you said exactly what one, but somebody did give me one, so I'm going to use it. That would be Class 3. ADR Class 3. It does seem like a logical one. We shall see how we go. Not sure if I'll use it with this low power truck, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how we go. So today in this video, it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to put on a song halfway and midway through. It's a really good song. The copyright and all that is under fair use, because the guy that made it, he isn't after profit, he's after making quality music. Now it's not your usual up-to-beat modern sort of stuff that you're probably used to, but I like it and I think you will, and if you don't, then it's sort of tough, I'm afraid. It's sort of I like it. I mean, I used one of his songs ages and ages ago on my very old channel when all I'd done was music videos. A lot of you may have been aware of that channel. So obviously, yeah, but for now we're going to take a lovely route. No, do I really want to take it? It's 24 tons. My truck would suck with that. That's 7 tons, so that one seems like a better one. Man, it's kind of annoying. I love this way. It gives you more choice and more things to think about. But I mean, it is a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to locating these things. Right, so let's go and start driving. So I thought that I would just start this. Oh no, wait, did I stall? Damn, I forgot to hold my catch-em. But yeah, so I feel like just having a nice sort of relaxing video, if you like. Although there's a little bit that I plan to talk about. It's been a little while since I've done a video, a few days now, but that's just because I'm busy and tired, and obviously I don't really want to bring out a video all rushed for one thing, and when I'm yawning constantly. I've brought out a video when I was yawning. Pardon me, when I was yawning constantly once. Nobody complained, nobody mentioned it. But I mean, I can't say that I really like it when I video myself yawning. It's not like it's a thing of, oh no, don't remember me yawning, it's horrible. But it's like, just when I'm trying to do a video, the last thing you all want to hear is yawn. Oh no, I yawned. You know. So yeah. But so in this video, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about what I've noticed in the new update as I've been playing it. Gear 2 again. And that would be just a few of the map changes. Now, SES Software did mention that there will be map changes, and one of them, which I've noticed is quite a big change, which really annoyed me before the update, was around Europe. There were sometimes tunnels where they merged into a single lane. Like, there was the Thetrucksimaddict. So you had 2 lanes and 2 lanes. Then one of the roadworks was I stopped way too far. And then one of the roadworks was there was roadworks blocking one tunnel, so they then had to sort of merge, and then the 2 lanes would become 1 lane. And then sometimes in some of the tunnels, you wouldn't then go back out into the Thetrucksimaddict at the end of the tunnel, and you wouldn't see the exit of the other tunnel. It would be like that entrance was just an entrance and there was no exit to that tunnel. Now that really did annoy me about the game. I didn't like how, I mean, it's brilliant. I love that the traffic and lanes merge and it adds some variety into the map, but I mean, it's just not it's hard to explain. It's just not great when, like, the tunnel that was there at the start isn't there at the end, and it then appears that the road was meant to be, it was first originally built and will always be a single lane road, when in fact they're building a dual carriageway. They're building a tunnel. I mean, I don't really know how they build road tunnels like that in land and stuff, but I mean, I can't imagine that it's like that they do one tunnel entrance and everything and let people drive on that and then do the next. You know, it's sort of just a bit odd. But yes, SES Software have fixed that in this update, which I think is absolute. This is yeah. Yeah, ETS software have fixed that in this update. So obviously, like I said in the last video, if you've not got any modding problems, if your game runs fine without your profile runs fine without any mods in, then update your game and then see what mods work. Some of them won't work, some of them won't be compatible, but that's just for you to find out, and it's sort of your own loss in a way. Hopefully though, modders will make the updates, make the mods available for when, make the mods compatible eventually. But for now, I can't see a thing, and I don't like not being able to see a thing. Can I high beam? It don't really do much, does it? I can't. No. What did that? I don't know what the speed limit is. I've got to be in that lane. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. This is the weather effects on ETS2, everyone, and we are going to go into the distance. Come back in and then go out again. Look at that. Look, I love these weather effects, and I'm currently going really slow because I'm just basking in the oh my day. Is that a van? He's just, no, that might be a bus. I don't know. What are you? You're a van. Okay. Ah, I see. So it does make things slightly brighter, but not a great deal. It just makes things brighter. You can't see further, so obviously it's not really needed if you're just going to be able to see a little bit further. But man, I haven't had this much fog in a little while, and it's just absolutely brilliant. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I love it. The weather effects that SCS software have put into this game, all the effort that SCS software have put into this game and are continuing to put in, is just absolutely outstanding. If you haven't bought the game already, then I do advise that you go and buy it. All the download links that you will need are in the description of the video. That includes an Amazon address, the official download page to download the trial, and then you can buy it through there. So that's the digital version. You know, you can also buy it from Excalibur Publishing, the UK publishers of this game. It's like there's so many different ways to buy it. You can also now download it on Steam because it's now on Steam. So obviously, like I said, if you've got that bit of money and you're sort of on edge about it, about whether or not to buy it, because obviously to some people these sort of games, they're slightly boring. They're like, it's a truck simulator. You drive a truck from A to B, and then B to C, and then you go through all the alphabet and then back to A and B again. But there is actually a lot more to it. It's a lot more fun, considering it's a game. I mean, it's breathtaking, the sort of views, the detail, the graphics, the models, absolutely everything. It is all wonderful. So yes, if you haven't bought it yet and you're just sort of do I, don't I, go for the do I. Go on, it's all good. If you go for the do I and you don't like it, then feel free to hold me responsible. I'm all good with that. But trust me, you won't dislike it. It's a brilliant game, absolutely fun. I mean, it's one of those games where you can relax to it. It's sort of sometimes the AI do get in the way, and some things do get you really, really annoyed. But it's sort of just it's like what I imagine real life driving to be like. It's just where you just cruise down the highway at 56 and just drive along. It's really nice, especially when you're going through Italy and stuff and you're driving through the mountains. I can't wait to show those in videos, and I think I will try and head down there at some point now. Obviously this is now quite far into my Let's Play. I haven't done much. My level isn't increasing a great deal, but yeah, so that's obviously that I cannot wait to show you guys that. So if you're on the do I and you want to see that first, then feel free to hold on and just see what the rest of the map is like. But it is definitely worth it. I'm glad that I bought it when I did. I am still playing it. Like, I've got 200 hours on it now. That's quite a lot. But yeah, that's how much I can play it. And I mean, I know I'm the Thetrucksimaddict and stuff, but I mean, still, I play other games. I don't just play ETS2. I play Black Ops 2 and Skyrim and Minecraft. I'm all for all the other types of games. So it's not like I just literally spend all of my time away from work on this. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. There isn't any updates from SCS software on their blog, that is. Their forum is looking pretty sweet, so now we are going to bask in the sound of the rain and play some music. First of all, let's have a look how long we got. 1 hour 5, and we're going to get there in 1 hour 19. We have time to sleep. Okay, we won't be putting on the song in this video. 1 hour 19 just isn't long enough to play a song, really. This song goes on for like 4 minutes, and I was half expecting to be like, after 4 minutes, nothing to talk about, because I didn't really plan much into this. Actually, that's the point, I did plan into this. We had a Q&A. I said in the last video there'd be a Q&A, and I almost forgot about it. No, I remembered. Okay, so, I'm not going to say who posted what question, because for the life of me, I will not be able to remember that. How much fuel have we got left first? Oh, maybe I should have fueled up there. Well. I'm sure we'll be able to fuel up somewhere else. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll go to that fuel station just off the road, on the single track, quickly. That won't be a problem. But yeah, so, first of all, we've got, 2 questions from 1 user. I might post sort of the screenshot of the questions on the bottom of the screen. I don't know if you do, then awesome if I do. But yeah, so the first one is what PC do I have? Now that is a difficult one to answer because it's sort of custom built. The best way to say it would be just look on my channel description. You will see my specs, and there you'll find everything else to do with my channel, I guess. Everything like my headset. Got to change my steering wheel though, because I haven't updated that in my new wheel yet. It still says my Sidewinder. My old one, that's my very old steering wheel. But yeah. So channel specs can be found on there. Okay, so there was also how long have I been playing truck simulators for now? I played 18 Wheels of Steel Hauling. That was the first truck simulator I played. Then I went on to American Long Haul. So I know that I got UKTS as soon as it came out, so 2009. I think that was early February. I got UKTS, and then I don't remember when I actually started playing Hauling though. Hauling was I don't know, but I mean I may have got ETS2 on the day. Wait, yep, definitely got ETS2 on the day that came out as well. I'm fairly sure of that one, because I just remember it's like one of those things where the sort of memory was tucked away, but now I've just sort of got that memory of when I first played it, because I remember that I was in Poland and I was just thinking the game was absolutely brilliant, and I was playing it constantly and everything like that. So yeah, okay. I played ETS2 as soon as it came out, so that's how long I've been playing these games for. Now the next question would be, what got me into making these videos? Now that one's a fairly easy one. I mean, I've always been watching other sort of commentators. Like some of you, well, I'm not going to name names actually, because that would just be sort of advertising them. But yeah, well, to be fair, they don't really need advertising. They get so many subscribers and stuff. But yeah, I watched loads, and when I first made my UKTS videos, I started doing those with just music. I wanted to just show some driving, and they were only a few minutes long to one single track, and I liked them. I think they were pretty good. But the channel got taken down. I'm guessing because of copyright. I don't actually know. It was just a random channel. I could no longer use my channel, so it was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I started doing music videos. I think I first done that for a mate who wanted to see some stuff like reversing, and I guess just like my general driving, and then I just continued from there because other people liked the video. And then I was watching another commentator, and then it was just as I was uploading my first video, I was just watching his videos, and I was like, I mean, I wasn't too confident at the time. I think that can be sort of seen, and you can tell that in the actual video if you watch my first video, which I'm not going to link. If you want to find it, feel free, but I don't particularly like it, but I left it up there because it's all down to history and stuff. It's nice to be able to go all the way back that far and see just how far that I've come, and the confidence has grown in me. I mean, I reckon that I've grown a lot of confidence, and I've got better at doing these truck simulator commentaries. But yeah, so I started doing music videos, then I just watched commentators, and I thought I don't really want to get done for copyright again, so I started doing these commentaries, and then it just sort of went on from there really. I just now really enjoy doing the videos. I really enjoy the fans that I've got. You are really cool, just sort of keeping me going, because obviously there was like a month where I didn't do any videos, and I've still got all of the sort of proper fans that I had when I was doing the ETS, and that is really cool. That people weren't like, well, he's not doing any more videos, I'm gonna just leave. It's like, no. But yeah, so I mean, I've progressed a lot. And that's basically what got me into doing the videos. Started off with music to show off a little bit to my mate, and then I just got into commentaries because I thought, you know, I don't really want to get copyright again, so I done this, and it was cool. I'm continuing to do it for long now. Another question is, it was something about my graphics. What graphic settings does he need to have his on to get his like mine? Now obviously to get yours like mine, you would need a computer like mine, or better, or just slightly worse, I don't know. But the graphic settings I've got them on are as follows. So 1920 by 1080. This is to do with your monitor size, I'm fairly sure. So you know, you change that to the type of monitor that you've got. Refresh rate, default, I don't really know what that means, to be honest. Vertical sync, don't know what that means. And then we've just got scaling, anti-aliasing, high dynamic. These two you don't need. I hear that depth of field is just something which you don't need. And then high dynamic range, it's probably the same. I don't know if anyone knows what high dynamic range is, and let me know, because I don't really know. Obviously these few are kind of self-explanatory. I know what anti-aliasing is, because that's in every game. These two I haven't really come across in many older games, but in the newer ones they have. This is obviously a newer game, so it's in a comment. But yeah, then just all on high, except mirror quality. Mirror quality is on low, mainly because you don't need high quality mirrors. You don't spend all your time looking in the mirror. I mean, I can play it on high when I'm not recording, but when I'm recording I have to keep it on low, and then we just got everything else on high, and traffic's on, and everything like that. So yeah, if you want your graphic settings like mine, then say it like this. But like I said, you would need a computer that's equivalent of mine or better, really, to actually have good gameplay, because obviously it's just going to freeze a lot and glitch a lot and just lag and stuff, which mine does. I'm currently getting 15 FPS, which is fairly good. It's not great. 30 FPS is what I like to try and get, but in these videos when I'm recording, 30 FPS is what I don't get. But I'm not really that bothered. I mean, it's still rather smooth, I think. I mean, just what? Okay, that could have gone better. Why do I keep? I don't know. But yeah, okay, so I can turn my lights off now because it's 4:19. I've got 5.5 hours left. So this trailer is due at 3:00. Okay, so I'm not turning early. I was playing this earlier, just before doing this video, and I was looking at sort of the time that I was looking at the time that is expected, like Tuesday 3:08 or to Tuesday 9:48. Now I'd forgotten that SGS Software had actually put that into this game, because in UKTS you had that, but it wasn't shown on the route advisor. It wasn't. You got the latest date, so it would say Tuesday 9:48, and so I mean I quite like that it shows the early one so that you know what time to get there. But here's a little idea that I've had, a little brainwave. With that, if you get there in the time slot scheduled, then I mean that would be sweet, because you could then have like different rewards, like more. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Oh. Okay, this video is going on for slightly longer than I imagined. Yes. But yeah, so if you get there in the time slot that it said, so if I got there in between 3:08 and 9:48, not too early and not late, then you get a bonus, like you get the perfectly timed bonus, I guess. That'd be sweet, that'd be cool. Could be like an extra skill sort of set, like you get tighter delivery slot. That is actually, I like that idea. I'm going to patent that idea and sell it to SCS, I think. Nah, I'm not. Nah, they can have it for free if they want to watch it, but if they want to watch the video. But I actually quite like that idea, though, because that just sort of popped into my head. But like, obviously, if you have tight delivery slots and you get rewards for actually meeting those slots, because obviously it's sort of like real life, where you you don't want to arrive too early and you don't want to arrive too late. Did you just undertake me? Didn't you? Yes, you did. Okay, so this has turned out into a fairly good video commentary, but also I went the wrong way. Facepalm. Never mind. At least I slept there, because if I didn't sleep there, then I would have just failed. But yeah, I should have been in sort of this sat nav view. Now the speed limit here is 50. Let's go 50 then. There we go. We are cruise controlling at what speed? 49. Excellent. That is a good speed. Although you can go like a mile an hour over, a couple of miles an hour over, which I think is really cool. I've been waiting for that sort of feature in these games for a while, because normally it would just be 1 mile an hour over and you get fined, or yeah. But luckily on this now you don't, which is brilliant. Although sometimes well no, I don't really, because I mean I was thinking if that's the case, then obviously people are going to go sort of, if say the speed limit's 50, people will go 54, because they know 55 is when you get done. But I mean, I haven't really found I'm doing that. I mean, sometimes I'll cruise control at 51 or 52 and I'll be like, I'll not be bothered, because obviously, but I mean, I always thought when I was playing ETS, if they had that sort of system, that I would end up just going 54 constantly and then getting fined for going 55 every now and again. But I'm not, which is brilliant. And good thing is, the reason a lot of you, I'd like to point out now that I will be turning around in due time, and luckily this hasn't really added on much time to the journey, which is brilliant. It's really good. But yeah, I'm just gonna come off here and then just turn around and come back on, because this is one of those junctions. So it wasn't really like a devastating wrong way. It could have been worse. Could have been like a really long stretch of motorway without a single without a single sort of exit. Now this is like what the AI do though. So haven't seen any AI do this actual junction, but I've seen one do the more complicated junction where they come off and then they turn right and then they turn right again, and it's like, dude, you didn't come off to join again. But maybe he was lost. He went the wrong way. Same as me. We all do it. We all make mistakes, and luckily that only added on an hour onto our time. So, well, that sort of means that we'd also driven for an extra hour. So, brilliant. But yeah, so at least we won't be too early. Yeah, okay, so that's kind of cool. I don't know what to... sort of covered a lot and added more and talked about stuff I didn't even think I'd talk about at the start of the video. At the start I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? Well, I've got to bring out a video, so let's just see how it goes, because sometimes in these videos I will prepare and I'll think and I'll have an idea of what to talk about. Like in this video I knew the Q&A bit, but I sort of forgot about that almost. But yeah, also if you want to send any more questions in, I'll do like Q&As for every video, so just put Q&A in front of your question and then I'll answer it. I'll do my best. I might forget, but if I do, then I will do it in the next video, because Q&A is something where, I don't know, but yeah, Q&A every video. If you want to ask a question, feel free. It's nice to answer them. It's nice to get that sort of response from you guys that you're sort of interested in stuff. But yeah, so I mean, I wasn't really prepared for the video today, but here we are. We are doing a video and it is going quite well. Now I'd usually time the video and I forgot to do that as well, but I mean, I want to try and, I mean, I'm sort of thinking, if I ever have a long journey, when I start getting further into the series and I start getting really long journeys, then I will end up, I want to try and do every journey as a video. I want to try and do one whole video for one journey now. It's sort of, I want to try and do the longer videos, because a lot of you like them, and it just makes things slightly better, so I can see, oh, I've done this many journeys by seeing how many videos I've... Wow, that was like a pile out over an undertake. Awesome. But yeah, so if I do a live stream, then obviously that's slightly better, because you guys can then get more involved with the comments, and it just means, like, live streams are usually just longer anyway. I mean, I could just sit there and be quiet for like an hour doing a delivery. Might be more than an hour, to be fair. I'm lane hogging, aren't I? Why you shouldn't be undertaking it. I'm a lorry. I'm just gonna change lanes now. I didn't see you. That's why you don't undertake people. That's why I wish they didn't on this, because of this. You change lanes, and sometimes there'd be in your blind spot. Like I've had it, like where there's a blind spot right there in that corner. If you look where sort of the diagonal bit of the holds the roof, and the sort of bottom bit holds the roof up pretty much. There's a blind spot just down there, and there have been times where I've seen a car just pop out as I'm changing lanes, just literally just sort of pop out, and I've seen his bonnet, and it's like, oh my god, that was close to a little bit of a crash. I mean, I would have. That's why you don't in real life. Why you don't? Because there's always blind spots, and you can do as much as you like. Although with Volvo, I'm fairly sure they have different sort of sensors and things like that for the driver in the latest FH16, I think it is. So you know when there's a vehicle there or cyclist or something. But I mean, it's just annoying. And I mean, the good thing is, and I don't want to sound like I'm bigging myself up and I'm making myself sound great, but with these games, I think they're great for like younger people and people that cycle and stuff, because I mean, I ride to work and I ride through a bit of an industrial estate, and there have been a couple of times where a lorry was turning right, and so there's like a T-junction, he turns right and I'm going that way, so we're sort of meeting like that, and I will leave a hell of a lot of them. I'll be like back there and he's up there, if you can see. I'm glad I got that camera. But yeah, I mean, I mean, I guess in a way it's thanks to these games and the little interest in trucks that I know that you've got to leave that much room, because obviously the trailer drags. It doesn't follow the truck. It does, but it's sort of, the truck can be there and then the trailer will be over there at some point until it sort of gathers a bit of speed and it goes further along the road. So you've got to give it that space. Otherwise, if I sat right at the junction and let him turn, I would be dead, because the trailer would just cut in. Either that, or it would make the driver's job a hell of a lot more difficult at turning, and it would just be stupid. So I mean, this is a good thing to talk about, I guess. I mean, it's sort of all about safety on the roads and trucking and cyclists and everything else. I mean, I just sort of think that these games are actually pretty good for sort of teaching you about how. I mean, it's sort of ish. I mean, it's not incredibly realistic. It's brilliant realistic, but obviously it's not 100%, and everyone knows that. But I mean, it's realistic enough for you to get the grasp of how difficult it is to actually drive a truck. To know that when you turn right, your trailer won't be exactly behind you. Your wheels won't be exactly behind you. So obviously you then know that if you meet a real lorry driver and you're on the road, you've got to give him that space for his wheels to then get right behind him, because otherwise if you're in a car, then your car will be written off, and if you're walking or riding, then you're dead pretty much. So now let's just do that, and brilliant. Okay, yeah, so yes, we are nearing the end of the video now, which is pretty cool. Just entering Birmingham. We are delivering to Norbert Donchesongle, right? Yeah. Oh, hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, Birmingham. It sort of overlaps the thingy. Okay, I should need to be in that lane. And we go. Did that car just go through a red light? I think that car just... Oh no, maybe not, because AI only just started going through that junction. He may be okay. No, we're not moving, are we? No. My lovely Volvo, yeah. Those lights look odd. I don't like them. Just looking at them now, they look like Mickey Mouse. I mean, Mickey Mouse is alright, but they look like his ears. And nobody likes... Whoa. No, stop it. Good. Sometimes the sound effects seem to be doing that a fair bit since the latest update, and I don't like them. But yeah, okay, so I might upgrade my truck in the next video, see what I've got unlocked, and see about changing that light bar, because I do not like it whatsoever. Don't think I've really looked at it properly on this, like driving about and stuff, but yeah, I can't wait till I upgrade and I actually manage to fully upgrade my truck and actually get a sleeper cab instead of this day cab. I mean, I guess it must be a sleeper cab, but it's a really low cab. I don't like it. I want to go for a really nice big Volvo, but this is all part and parcel of the Let's Play and just playing the game in general. I like the fact that I've got to work for it and I've got to do loads and things like that. It doesn't just come to you. It's not. I mean, on UKTS it was good, but you could buy an A class or B class or C class, but there wasn't like you have to be this level, because obviously I don't know. But yeah, it's sort of complicated. And I was just thinking, as I was saying that, I was thinking, well, I guess you couldn't just go and buy an A class or a big, nice, fully upgraded truck because you wouldn't have the money at the start. But anyways, yeah. So I'd like to thank you for watching my video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. It would be really cool if you do. Let's just do this quickly now. Now that we're back in the freight market, side of things, I did stop asking you guys what loads you wanted me to do because there's now all of these when I was doing quick deliveries. But freight market, I can specify one city, that city being Birmingham. So here we go. We have all of these loads. Obviously, like I said, if you wanna pause the video and look and then say where to go, then feel free to. But don't go picking a long delivery and thinking, yeah, he's gonna do a live stream for that, because I won't. I probably won't. I don't know. We'll find out. But it all depends on a lot of stuff. But yes. Anyways, I would like to thank you for watching my video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. It would be really awesome. So thanks and.